We are always fascinated by the term. We enjoy the stories and their mysteries and their mysterious presence. The story from our parents, our grandparents in the childhood overwhelmed us with variety of thoughts. Not only being kids, this concept of supernatural is popular among all ages. We will get to know some facts and fun about ghost spirits. So, welcome to Knowledge and Lighter. Ghosts appears in all cultures. Ghosts have one thing in common. They appear in all cultures all over the world. Ghosts and ghost stories appear in houses, battlefields, graveyards, places of worship, and even on the sea. In some cultures, ghosts are celebrated like the Mexican Day of the Dead, where people get together to remember their ancestors. In India, Ghost Day is celebrated in November sometimes, called Bhut Chaturdashi, where believed that the ghost comes out at night. The ghost festivals held on 15th day of the 7th lunar month in Chinese calendar. Both Buddhist and Taoist celebrate this festival. The belief is the gates of the underworld opens on the first day of the 7th lunar month. This month is regarded as the ghost month. Some cultures see ghosts as omens or bad luck. In the Irish, Banshee, who is a spooky scream that means portal of ghosts. What the story your culture has about ghosts? Let me know in the comment box. Some of the earliest ghost stories are thousands of years old. Ghosts have been around for as long as people have been around to talk about them. One of the most famous early ghost stories is the chain rattling ghost of Athens, told by a Roman writer Pliny the Younger. According to the story, a man working late one night in the ancient Greek city of Athens was interrupted by a ghost covering in chains who led him to a site where the man uncovered his skeleton. After that, the haunting ceased. Lots of stories about ghosts center on this theme of being put to rest. The first recorded concept of ghost probably came from the ancient Mesopotamia around 8000 to 2000 BCE. Both textual and visual evidence of the belief of ghosts exists from this period, including instructions on how to get rid of the ghosts. There are different types of ghosts. What do you think when you picture a ghost? You might even think someone in long white sheet or maybe a see-through figure. But there are actually lots of different types of ghosts. Apparitions are the ghost who appears and disappears suddenly. Poltergeists who can't be seen but throw things around. One of the creepiest types of ghost is poltergeists. They are more annoying than scary. Some ghosts are just a smell or a sound, like music playing somewhere far away. There are even ghosts of animals, like the scarecrow castle monkey, a ghost who is said to haunt the Wells Castle in the dark stormy nights, and the list of ghosts in the description below for your reference. The Potianak, the Pishacha, the daughter of Huibihua, the yellow ribbon lady, the hungry ghost, Kappa Quirky, river demon. Whether or not they are real, lots of people believes in ghosts. In fact, in UK, 2017 study by Statistia shows that almost 40% of the people under 55 years of age and 70% in overall believes in ghosts, much higher than the older age group surveyed. In India, 63% in overall believes in ghosts. In USA, 48% people believes in ghosts. Belief in ghosts can be determined by a number of things, including cultural background, religion, life experiences, and current events. What do you believe? The haunted places around the world. The United Kingdom, Czech Republic, and its neighbors like Ireland are infamous for the amount of ghost stories they have. Some of the spookiest places. The UK includes the Tower of London, which has been home to many different ghosts over the years. Petra, Jordan. The area around Petra has been inhabited since 7000 BCE, but this rock-cut ruins date back to the Nabatean kingdom of the 1st century. Bedouin nomads have long associated the valley with spirits known as the genies. Farafra Desert, Egypt. The Farafra Desert is known by the local tour guides to be haunted by the cursed ghost of the pharaoh Akhenaten, who angered the ancient Egyptian priests when he abolished and desecrated their traditional gods. Zvikov Castle in Czech Republic. Make your own way through the woods towards the break in the Vlatva and Otava rivers. You will find a spooky surprise. Agrasen ki Bauli in India. No record survive to tell us when Agrasen ka Bauli step well was first built, but it must be at least 600 years old. Its shadowy arches are now home to bats and insects. It's said that people coming to collect water were often called by disembodied voice or an unknown voice. Mount Pellier Hills, Ireland. The ruins of the Hellfire Club on Mount Pellier Hills are those of the first Freemason lodged in Ireland. Originally, there was a prehistoric passage grave on the summit. Perhaps unwisely, stones from the grave were taken and used in the construction of Mount Pellier Lodge, from where the story started. The catacombs of Paris, France. A real bone chiller shaking underneath the city of Paris is a network of small dark tunnels cut by hand and lined with the bones of million upon million. The catacombs were dug at the end of 18th century as the city's cemeteries literally overflowed with deads. We have also got haunted roads, haunted castle, haunted bridges and haunted paintings. Wow. Let me know if you have come across any such things in your area. There are scientists who research on ghosts. If you think you would like a career in ghost, good news. You can actually become a scientist who studies the paranormal. These scientists are called parapsychologists, and it's their job to try and find out exactly what spooky things happens. The bad news is that 99% of the time the answer is something pretty boring, like temperature, hallucination, sleep deprivation, coincidences, or even simply people who make stuff up. Still, it's a real job, to be honest. Some famous ghost hunters, like Jason Howey, a paranormal investigator who has worked with law enforcement, religious organizations, and US government agencies, helped make paranormal investigation an international phenomena. Lauren Warren, a paranormal investigator who, along with his husband Ed, helped people to understand and cope with fears from the other dimensions. The famous Conjuring movie is built on their cases throughout the life. Zach Bagans. With his paranormal investigation team, Bagans travels to domestic and international locations rumored to be haunted in search of evidence proving the existence of supernatural. Juan Mas. Juan has a huge heart that can get him into the craziest of situations. He has the passion for helping people and is willing to jump into the fire to get answers. He is a natural born explorer. Steve Gonzalez, a former police officer, has been a public speaker and educator about paranormal phenomena for more than 18 years. Amy Baruni and Adam Berry. Before Amy Baruni decided to follow her dreams and turn paranormal investigation into her livelihood, she spent a decade in health insurance industry. Now she calls upon more than 20 years of investigative experience while helping people reclaim their homes and lives from the mystery of unknown. Jack Osborne. Osborne is an adventurer and a paranormal investigator who has documented harrowing face-to-face encounters with an unexplainable in the same of America's darkest and the most remote regions. It's easy to fake a ghost. There are lots and lots of photos and videos out there that appears to show a real ghost, but truth is most of aren't ghosts at all. Sometimes people make mistakes and think a shadow or a reflection or a fault in the camera is a ghost. Other people will fake ghost photos on purpose, and now the most people have access to apps and filters. Editing of photos to make them look haunted is easier than ever. This practice is actually as old as photography, though. There are hundreds of Victorian photos showing ghosts that are actually just simply double exposure. Popular ghost hunting shows. Whether or not ghosts are real, there are no denying we are fascinated by them. Shows like Ghost Adventure, Most Haunted, and BuzzFeed Unsolved prove that we can't get enough ghost hunting, even if most of the time it's just some people scaring themselves by shouting into the empty room. It's very easy to believe ghosts might be real if you are in a spooky building in the middle of the night, and that's why we keep watching. It's all about our state at that present moment. Ghost hunters needs a lots of equipment. Ghost hunting is a very scientific hobby. It is very important to take careful notes when hunting ghosts because if you find a real one, it could be the scientific discovery of a millennia. When you are ghost hunting, you will need a notebook and a pen to record the event, and a digital thermometer to read the temperature changes, a camera to record anything you see, an audio recorder to pick up any noise, an infrared camera, and lots of snacks as you have to spend an enormous time to get hold of one. Ghost hunting is a costly business as well. We don't know what ghosts are. There are no real conclusions on exactly what ghosts are. Lots of people think they might have seen the spirits of those who have passed on come back to give us a message. Other people think that they could be a type of energy we have not fully researched yet, and some thinks they are all hallucinations. Some people even think that ghosts could be asleep in time, two different time periods getting blurred together. There is still a lot we don't know about how the universe works. The ghosts are one of them. At the end of the day, no one has ever proved that ghosts exist, and the truth is they might not. There are lots of natural explanations for why people think they have seen or hear ghosts, as well as plenty of people who make things up for a good story. But even if they don't exist, they can tell us a lot about ourselves and what we find interesting and important. Some people take great comfort in the idea that people they love might have come to visit them from the other side. At the end of the story, the conclusion is we love to hear about them. Whether or not ghosts are real, there are no denying that human beings love talking about them. Movies, TV shows, books, paintings, video games, and more, all about ghost shows that even if they don't really exist, they will continue to fascinate us for a long time to come in form of stories, folklore, myth, and mysteries. It will keep on continuing. So don't be afraid, enjoy the ghosts and the stories, keep knowledge enlightened. Thank you for watching, and if you have liked my video so far, please do like, share and subscribe. Meet you until in the next video with some other topic. Bye.